So we are jumping into game 2, and this time the map is gonna be Frost Ladder Edition. People are asking, why would you have this tournament against the LCS? Because we're that cool. And joining me is Rob from production.
Well, what's up?
That was Rob from production, and chances are Rob from I'm gonna be doing mostly solo cast, but Rob from production is gonna keep me company, so that yeah. So thank you, Rob.
No problem.
We are now jumping into the game. Frost Ladder Edition is the map. I would not be surprised to see Juan pull out the mech again. We will see. In the bottom left hand corner, spawning as the blue terrain, we have Juanito, with no team, no land except for Mexico. And in the top left hand corner, spawning as the purple Zerg, we have Acer Esport Scarlett. Okay, good stuff. Everything is pretty normal so far. Rob from production plays Protoss.
Play Zerg now. Switched.
Oh, he switched. So that's good. Rob.
Yep.
Are you gonna be able to observe?
Yeah.
And talk to me?
I'm observing right now.
And talking to me at the same time?
So sick.
Wow. Okay. Gas going down for Juanito. That's gonna mean Reapers. Most likely, anyway. It could be delayed Hellions, or not really delayed Hellions, but normally if you go gas before the barracks, then you can afford a factory as soon as the barrack finishes, as you would have 100 gas. That's not the case when you go gas after barracks, and that's normally why you would see Reapers, because you can pretty much afford a Reaper by the time the barracks finishes. So it's all in the timings.
Yeah, gas before barracks, sometimes called the Nathanias build.
This is true, I think. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nathanias did do it in the TVP yesterday. So, yeah, we're gonna have a scout from Major. This is pretty unusual for a Zerg player to see an SCV scouting when the turn player is going Reaper. On this map, a lot more justifiable though, because there's 4 positions to be scouted, and Scarlett probably, or Major probably wanted to know where Scarlett was before sending the Reaper out, or at least knowing that where he's not, you know, so that there's only 1 or 2 other places where it could be. At this point in time, the SCV would have pretty much scouted the other base, so yeah, he would know everything that he needs to know. I think he's going for a command center behind this, pretty standard, and going for a second Reaper once again. So again, from yesterday to today, we're seeing 2 different Juanitos. One that prefers to make 2 Reapers, and did he cancel it? No, it's out. And the other one who prefers 1 Reaper and has preferred 1 Reaper for a while. And we saw one Juanito yesterday that did not take the gold, and today we saw Juanito that took the gold. So I am thinking Innovation had to have played in IAM and done all those things for Juanito to change his mind about it. What do you think, Rob?
I think maybe it's because he dropped the game to he dropped the series for Heroes. Maybe he rethinks himself in Scarlet. No. Juanito doesn't rethink stuff.
That would imply that he's thought about it before. So 1 Reaper's gonna go down here. Down it goes. Get it? That was a really advanced joke, I think. That was like really good. No? Okay. Anyway. We have a third command center on the way for Juanito. And no real sign of what he's gonna do until we see what he does.
Well, there's a tech lab on the barracks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. I meant in terms of mech or bio, but he's gonna open Banshee. That's for sure. And more often than not, especially with Juanito, when he has open Banshee, it is gonna be mech. But yeah, confirmation is still yet to be had. I wouldn't like bet my life that Juan is going back, but I would probably bet $1,000 easily.
Wow.
Would you like to bet $1,000? I'll give you 10 to 1 odds.
Nothing.
That's $10,000 if you win. Okay, well, Rob declines. Okay, if Juan goes back, can you at least like buy me dinner or something? Like a burrito?
I'll buy you a burrito, yes.
Okay. And yeah, Juan just poking here and there. We see another tech lab. 3 SCVs. The tech lab on the barracks. Oh, it's Tim! Rob.
Wow.
I would owe you $10,000 right now. That would have been quite the amount of money.
Yes, it would have.
$10,000. I don't even know if I have that much money. I don't think so. Anyway. We have Hellions going on to the 3rd. And it's not gonna work. He's just gonna back. Scarlett already with great positioning off the support crawlers. Major gonna have a lot of trouble getting in there. As he did last game, but the 3rd is actually completely naked. It has no support crawlers, and the creep is not fantastic. I mean, it's pretty good, but I don't see any reason for which Major shouldn't be attacking it. But I guess to each their own. Is that what you said? Yeah. What you said? To each their own. So yeah, those 2 Banshees have cloak as well. Now he cloaks out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere?
Yeah, he's just like hoping. He's just like, I'm gonna cloak right now. Gets a drone, gets 2 drone, gets 3 drone, gets 4, gets 3 drone, gets 3 drone, and he's gonna back for now. Juanito establishing his 3rd at a risky position, a very aggressive 3rd. Why is it an aggressive 3rd, Rob?
Well, because he's expanding towards his opponent.
So
that's aggressive.
Why?
Because you're moving towards the other person. That would be aggressive.
Why?
Because back here would be defensive.
But what? But why?
Because this is easier to defend.
I see.
Because there's more. She can come from over here, or over here. Bermuda's like back here. Okay. Maybe.
No.
No.
Basically, it's an aggressive position because basically you rally your units to your 3rd anyway, okay. And then from there the rush distance to your opponent is gonna be the shortest.
Right. Okay.
So you're able to reinforce your attacks a lot faster. So Scarlett took a defensive 3rd, which is what she wants to get away from her. Juanito wants to get closer, and he's gonna get the queens, it looks like. Nice scan. I don't know if there was any queens there. Bailing speed not yet done. Juanito identifying this, going after the bailings. Is he gonna be able to get him? They're all clumped up, they're all lined up. And just chilling for now. The bailings are gonna back as the purple bombs that they are. Today, anyway. And Juanito is just comfortable backing. He cleared a little bit of creep. I'm not sure if I would be super happy with that. I guess it was nothing of value was lost. And he's still hidden supply. He's doing much better than the other games, I would say. And I think that bio is his strength. I don't know how much I like mech, especially in these times where mech is at a little bit of a darker time with Muta Stormhost. It's one of those things that I don't think is imbalanced or anything like that, Muta Stormhost I mean, but it's the kind of thing that takes a little bit to get figured out. So any mech players have to figure it out, or they can just stop playing mech and David Kim will fix it, quote unquote. But I don't think there's anything to be fixed in that. Anyway. So Kant, why don't you figure it out? Because I don't play Terran, I don't care. Kant, if you play Terran, could you figure it out? Of course I could figure it out. What do you think, Rob?
What do I think about what?
Why don't you figure it out?
Because I'm shit.
Well, okay. I guess that's valid. And we see Muta getting picked off, actually. Muta are pretty expensive. Even 1 or 2 Muta dying, you know, when it adds up pretty quickly. It's like, oh, it was 1 or 2 Muta. Like, they don't do all that much, right? No. They do a lot if they're in clumps. And more than that, they're really expensive units. So, if you're losing your Muta, I mean, it's 100 minerals and 100 gas per Muta. That's a lot of, but think about it. Let it sink in. Anyway, Scarlett attacking into this. The Banelings are a little bit far behind. Not the greatest attack I've ever seen from Scarlett, not even close. Major, I guess the Muta count is way too high, regardless. But all the links basically went down for free. Major is still not at the worst position in the world, supply-wise. They're actually still pretty even. But yeah, a lot of that, of course, has to do with Scarlett attacking off creep and wanting to save that 4th. The easier decision would have been to just be like, oh, well, screw that 4th. I'm not gonna defend it. I guess that would have been the worst decision, without a doubt, but easier without a doubt. Not picking off that fight, but she did, and she takes it. And
she is getting burrow.
She is getting burrow. Thank you, Rob, from production. And that's gonna be for burrowed banelings, obviously. Obviously. So we will see burrowed banelings later into this game. Burrowed banelings are one of those things that works once really well, and then it can still continue to work, but the Terran opponent's gonna have a heads up. So, you know, the first burrow baneling hit, ouch, the mine, that was painful. The first burrow baneling hit. Oh, nice little counter attack by Juanito here. He's actually a hidden supply, but that's very deceiving. What was I saying? The first burrow baneling hit.
The first burrowed baneling hit will be really good, and after that he'll scan and be prepared.
Pretty much. So, choose your first baneling explosion carefully. Person at home. And supply's still pretty even. I mean, Juanito does have a new third floating towards his empty now third. He has a pretty decent spread of units here. Scarlett coming from every which angle. Is that how you say that? I hope so. And she's gonna back out of here. No, she's gonna re-engage the Thors. Thors and mines are pretty good. I like Thors and mines, but Scarlett just has too much. What was the army supply there going into a fighter from production? Wow. Yeah, the reason I like mines and Thors is Thors force units Muta to not clump up. They force Muta to spread out. Mines force Muta to clump up. And on top of that, I mean, Muta are pretty bad when they're clumped up against anything that's not a Thor. So, mines and Thors are nice, but Juanito perhaps not having enough DPS in the shape and form of Marines. And Scarlett didn't have that many Muta compared to her normal self, I guess. We see right now 25 Muta out on the field with 4 more in production. So the numbers keep growing. I don't think she's lost very many Muta in the direction of the game.
She's lost 14.
She's lost 14 Muta. That's pretty good for a 20-minute game with constant traits. And I don't know how Juan manages to stay even in supply. I don't know how other than Niels, I guess. But there's gonna be oh wow, Juan. So I don't think those banelings did anything. Now he knows that there's burrow banelings out. Oh no, Scarlett did have one explosion, didn't she? No? Not even one. Well, GG. So yeah, Major's gonna have to be pretty careful with the scans here. And to be completely honest, he is mined out of his main pretty much, almost mined out of his natural. He doesn't need all that many mules no more to maintain his economy. So he continues to scan here and there. When I say here and there, I expect you to find it, Rob. There it is. Here and there. This one's there. And he's gonna find those banelings, kill them. Happy life, easy wife. Nope, need to rescan. Juanito. Oh, Scarlett going in for the command center. That's gonna be the green light. Oh, what? Juanito. How do you have so much back at home? Hermano. And the banelings cannot connect, and the mines are great so far, but not great enough. Oh, pretty good. Juanito! Urale! Okay, that was not the worst thing in the world, considering he was trapped into a choke. Very hard to micro out of. And yeah, that was cool. I didn't expect Juan to leave that many units behind in his main. I guess that way that's what he has been doing all game long. Because his armies have been very underwhelming in numbers compared to Scarlet's, even though their supplies are pretty even. So that's what I think has been happening. Just Juanito leaving a good chunk of his army behind. And Scarlett forced to evacuate her fourth, and let's keep in mind her new fourth is not even up yet. So this is a huge win for Juan here. He is repositioning himself as the King of Mexico with his attack. Scarlett will take down Juan's. Wow, so good, Juan. I think those Meta could have actually taken that number of Marines. It would have been a little bit of an expensive trade, but I don't know if it would have been worth it for the third. Looks like Scarlett is positioning herself to go and try to kill the rest of the army. Burrows some banelings. Too many banelings to be burrowed there. A little bit of a misclick perhaps by Scarlett, because that was 6 or 7 banelings for free. Those things are not cheap. And now Juanito pushing Scarlett back, saying, "This is mi tierra." And Juanito now with a fourth established, where Scarlett doesn't yet have a fourth. He's in a fantastic position right now. What a game by Juanito. Rob?
Yeah, he's up 30 supply, and she doesn't have that much larva.
Well, thanks a lot, Rob. That was really useful.
What? She only has 13 larva.
Yeah, she's doomed. She will GG here, I think, knowing Scarlett. Rob, would you like to bet on when she GG's? She's just lost so many players. I'm kind of a genius, to be completely honest. I mean, every time I've called the GG timings, they've been perfect. And I have to factor in the brain of the person doing it. Wow. We're gonna go into game 3. What a game by Juan. Rob?
Great game.
Thank you. And yep. So very good play, clean play. And if you were wondering, yeah, why does Juanito's army look so small? Because I was too. Well, apparently he was leaving a good chunk of his army back at home the entire time. He knows how Scarlett plays. He knows Scarlett's favors a lot of Muta. So, good job by Juan. Maybe another approach would be to overmake missile turrets so that you can actually move out with your army, or leave some more mines perhaps with the missile turrets instead of leaving a huge number of marines. But it is what it is. Juanito is great there.
You gonna go to a quick 90-second break?
We are gonna go for a quick 90-second break.